I'm off work, you guys, and you know what that means. We're hanging out in the Verizon parking lot doing When Wellness because we got nowhere else to go right now. Happy When Wellness Nerd Out time, guys. Happy birthday, Tim Clark. Happy belated birthday to Chris, a.k.a. Scooby. You know who you are, man. Happy birthday. I hope you had a great day yesterday, Tim. I hope it was a great day today. Scoob, I hope you had a great day today, too, but whatever. So what I want to talk about today are macros, micros, and ingredients. Often we look at a nutrition label and we say, how much protein, how much fat, how many carbs does it have? I'm keto, I'm not, I'm a vegan. Macros are important when it comes to burning fat and building muscle and, you know, being healthy. Having a healthy balance of macronutrients is important. Absolutely. Okay? But we can't forget about micronutrients. Because somebody might say, well, what the hell would I take my greens powder for? There's no protein. There's maybe 1 gram. There's not really any good fat in it. Carbs, maybe very little. What benefit is that providing? Well, you have to remember, with micronutrients, we're talking vitamins and minerals here, right? All the B vitamins, for example, serve as coenzymes in metabolic processes or other processes throughout the body, okay? And so they're necessary for these reactions to occur. So it doesn't matter, you know, how much protein you're getting if you can't undergo, you know, protein synthesis, right? And you can't go through amino acid metabolism properly as you should be doing, right? And the same goes for fat metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism. So it's super important to make sure we're getting plenty of micronutrients. Right, so when you talk about a B complex, you don't really need one, to be honest with you. If you get it all through food, but if you eat like the average American, my fine feathered friend, you should be having a vitamin B complex. So, you know, you have to judge that fact for yourself. If you get a diet high in whole foods, you only eat things you can find in nature. You don't need any processed crap, refined grains and flours and processed shit. Then, you know, maybe you don't need the B complex as much. But things like we've talked about, you know, magnesium, for example, right? Having that neurological sedative effect, helping. I talk to patients, and if they have trouble sleeping, we go to magnesium, lavender. You know, magnesium's a mineral, right? It's something that can have a major impact in your body. Okay, and we're not producing these things. So it's important we get them from food or from supplementation. All right. So ingredients. What's up, Gates? How you doing? Thanks for hopping on. So when we talk about ingredients, you know, again, most of the time we look at a nutrition label and we say how much fat, how much carbs, how much protein, blah, 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 blah. And you might look to see what % daily value potassium's in it, or magnesium, and fine, you even get into the micros. But if you look at a food package and the label has an ingredient list this long, unless it's a supplement, you should probably not be having that. If you look at the ingredients for peanut butter, peanuts, sea salt, that's it. You don't see palm oil where they make the unsaturated fat into saturated fat to preserve shelf life, where it doesn't have the oil on top. It's a pain in the ass stirring it, but, you know, that's as it was made by nature. So that's how we should have it. So get the peanut butter with the oil in the top. You know, fun fact of the day as well. But, you know, it's so important that if you look at this ingredient list, again, red flag if it's really long, red flag if you don't know the names of things in it. Now, if you're taking a greens powder, again, you know, supplements are different, right? And it has all these different roots and all these different fruit extracts and things. Well, that's good. Yeah, they're all from nature. And you know what they are, right? You know what acai berry extract is, or whatever the hell is in there, blueberry extract and rosemary and whatever. So if you look at it and you see things that end in ose, well, those are added sugars. And if you see on the label it has this many grams of added sugar, one, we don't want any added sugar, right? We get our sugar naturally from fruits, and we get carbohydrates from vegetables, right? Our dark leafy greens, things like that, which are also anti-inflammatory. Fish is anti-inflammatory as well if you're looking for anti-inflammation. Sammy, what's up, man? Happy today. Love you, dude. So if you see things that are ending in ose, generally those are added sugars. Okay, so we want to stay away from that, and you don't have to even know what it is. Okay, but again, if it's a really long list, you don't know what these words mean, and you see a bunch of oses in there, you should probably be staying away from that. Only eat what you can find in nature. If you couldn't catch it, kill it, extract it from an animal, go out and pick it or drink it in nature, you shouldn't be having it. General rule. So about the only thing we're drinking then is water. Electrolyte tablets are all right too, because they're full of what? Minerals, right? You get some potassium in there, some sodium, and which is necessary for many reactions in the body, right? Proper ion concentration to meet equilibrium is necessary. We don't want too much sodium, right? Especially if you have something like high blood pressure. But if you don't, again, things like electrolyte tablets, those can be good, but pay attention to the ingredient list. Don't just look at the macros and that's and get your micronutrients. That's what we got for you guys today. So Kozak, what's up, man? How are you? Miss you, dog. Love you, man. Happy birthday, Tim Clark. Happy birthday, my fine feathered friend. I hope you had a great day, dude. I doubt you were playing rugby today. If you were, hopefully you cracked some skulls, had a good time, scored a few tries, but I know you're turning 94 this year, and I'm glad you don't have any degenerative issues at this point. You're really getting up there. Nah, that's the oldest joke in the book. I know, Tim, you're like, oh, that's always what Shane said. That's always the joke. But when I think of you, Tim, let's see what I think of. I think of you being really old, but I think of the first, he's not that old. I think of the first game I played at Palmer. We were in Kansas City, and I just remember playing next to you. And I remember that day where our feet were so hot, people were pulling their feet. We were pulling our feet out of the cleats. We were taking our shoes off because literally it felt like our cleats were on fire. Mid-game, kids are ripping them off because we're on turf, and it was like 110. It was insanely hot. So I think of that. I think of somebody who definitely knows how to party and have a great time. Tim Clark is a phenomenal time. If you ever want to go out and just have a lot of fun, you call Timmy. He'll be there and he'll have a great time. And I also think of a great, genuine guy. So I really do, man. I love you. I hope you had a great day. This one's for you. Happy birthday. Scooby! Scoob, I miss you, dude. Ruby, that was an okay impression. Dude, I'll go right into when I think of you, I think of somebody that doesn't need to prove anything. Somebody who's very mellow. And, I say the first thing I say is you don't need to prove anything because you have such a mellow personality. You're so relaxed all the time. Every time I went into Mario's, you were always pleasant. You're always happy, and you go in the gym and you kill it, right? But nobody knows about that. We talk about for fun, like things that you're doing and, muscle, but you're never the type of guy to flaunt anything. And I respect that about you, You just go about your business. You enjoy your life. You hold nothing against anybody, at least inappropriately. And, I don't know anyone you hold anything against, but you have respect for yourself. And that's what I'm trying to say too. But dude, you're a great guy, man. Every time I've sat down, had a conversation with you, it's always been a great conversation. And, you've always made me feel really good, man. You've always had such nice stuff to say to me, and I really appreciate that. So, I love you, man. I want to see you soon. Scoop plays poker too. We got him into it. About to ruin your life. Get you there every Saturday night. Come on by on Saturday, man. I'll have a game. We can hang out, shoot the shit, and just enjoy ourselves. I want to catch up with you because it's been a long time. But you have an awesome day today, man. I hope yesterday was even better because it was your birthday. You deserve to have a fantastic day. Have a great year this year. Goes for you too, Timmy. All right? Have a fantastic rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much. I got to get home. Happy When Wellness. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.